How to save your energy for important tasks. Hi, I'm Britt Malka. When I was a child, I enjoyed staying with my grandmother, who did all kinds of interesting things. Every season, she went out shopping for the fruit or vegetables available, and then we spent days cooking and canning and saving for later. There was nothing more delicious than dipping into home-canned strawberries or green tomatoes, which we would pick from one of the many glasses stored away in her kitchen. What does it mean to save energy? When it comes to getting your important task done, you need to store your energy to make the most of it. By saving your energy, you'll always be able to work on your assignments because your batteries aren't depleted. How do you save your energy and get things done? The secret to saving energy and still get things done is to spread out. My grandmother didn't buy strawberries, green tomatoes and pumpkins all at the same time of year. She bought it when it was in season, and then she planned the work. Shopping one day, canning another day. I've never seen my grandmother run out of groceries or personal energy. By working in small increments, you'll stay fresh throughout the day. This means that if you have 3 important tasks, you should work a little on each of them. Use a timer and decide how long you will work on each task. Take breaks between tasks. By the end of the day, you'll find that you're still full of energy and able to do more interesting things than just zapping from channel to channel. If you have tasks of different importance, it's best to start with the most important task. Otherwise, you'll keep thinking of it at the back of your head. That task will haunt you all day and drain you from energy. Do the most important task first, and then you'll have plenty of energy for the other tasks later. Maybe you have a deadline hanging over your head. Maybe you only have one task to do and you want to finish your work now. This means working for hours on the same task, and it means totally depleting your energy resources. The way to avoid that is to use a timer and take breaks. But instead of switching to another task, you go back to the first task and repeat until you are done. This isn't ideal. Switching between different tasks is better when it comes to preserving energy, but if it's your only option, then you must do it that way. Let's say that you need to write a Kindle non-fiction book about parenting, but you also need to finish a book you're ghostwriting for a client, and you need to wash and fold clothes. In this case, I would suggest starting with your Kindle book because you owe the first hour every day to yourself. Let's say you have 6 working hours for those 3 tasks. That makes it easy. You have 2 hours for each of them. Set a timer at 45 minutes, work on your Kindle book, and then take 15 minutes break. Repeat this. Then set the timer at 45 minutes and work on your ghostwriting job, followed by 15 minutes of break. Repeat. Finally work on the clothes for 2 times 45 minutes with 15 minutes of break in between. What if you have more than 3 important tasks? Instead of 3, you might have 5, and working 2 hours on each of them is far from enough. You're looking at more than 10 hours of work here. That's going to drain you. Not just for today, but for tomorrow too. And you might not even get all that done that you wanted. So you would have drained yourself almost for nothing. I suggest you go through your tasks again and decide which ones you can either do another day or make somebody else do for you. Or you could decide to work only 1 hour on each of them, which would leave 1 hour free to work on any of the tasks for a second hour. Of course, you won't have all the tasks done, which would have been ideal, but let's face it, it wouldn't have been realistic, would it? So many of us burn out because we try to get too many tasks done and we simply don't have the time or the energy. The way to save energy to get the most important tasks done is by working a little on each task and by starting with the most important task. Whenever my grandmother went on one of her shopping trips, it was always early in the morning. That assured that she would get the groceries she wanted and that they were as fresh as possible. When she reached the next phase, canning, she would also start early. She wouldn't procrastinate all day and sigh and thinking about all the work ahead of her and letting that drain her. Canning with her was a pleasure, not at all feeling like a workload. On my mailing list, I share tools and knowledge that I've learned to use over the years to make me a better writer. I've been writing nonfiction professionally since 1998, so I've run into my share of hurdles and overcome them. Join me on writerbychoice.com. I look forward to talking to you.